All right, guys, we're coming into Game 4 of the NBA Finals, but we're going to take a look right now at some MVP odds. Now, we were talking about this earlier, me and Megan. Megan, do you think that it's possible that they could give LeBron James the MVP if they lose?
Honestly, I feel like it could happen. I know that we haven't seen it since, what, the 70s? Curry's just not playing the way that we've seen all season long. You know, he played 84-plus games already now, and we've seen him light it up night after night, 20-plus. Every single night. And now Game 2, we saw him 5 of 23 from the floor. Game 3, he had 3 points, okay? 3 points until the third quarter. Of course, the thing that I do love about Curry is that he can turn it up right there at the end of the game, and that's what MVPs do. They make things happen. They get their teams back into the game. They were down by a 20-point deficit in Game 3, and they came back by 1 point. I mean, he could still definitely take this thing. We've got 4 more games to play. What do you think, Matt?
Well, you're right. You know, an MVP needs to get his team back in the game, but he needs to get his team back in the game and win. What we're talking about is LeBron's ability to win it if the Warriors win. However, I don't see that happening. First of all, I don't think that would happen anyway. However, if the Warriors win, Curry and or somebody else on the team is going to need to play big, really, really big coming up in these next few games. And I think that would take away from whatever LeBron James had done, you know, not enough to win it as a loser.
Now, here's what I think, though, here, Matt, because we've already seen it. LeBron's already shot 117 shots, 123 points. We're only in Game 3 right now. He's matched. He is averaging the same amount of points that Michael Jordan, averaged in his prime time NBA final game set, his series, which is 40 points per game. To me, that says MVP. He's also gotten a triple-double in this series. He was on the verge of a triple-double last night. He missed it by 2 assists. This is MVP written all over it, and the odds have shifted now, as you were talking to me about earlier.
Starting off with the other day, we see Curry as the favorite. Right now, as of this morning, LeBron James is a minus to win. And that tells me 2 things. Well, one really important thing is that the books have decided in their mind that the Cavaliers are going to win this series. The numbers for the games themselves don't really hold up to that, but looking at these MVP numbers, it seems to suggest that that's what they're thinking. And
it was so interesting because when we first started the series, it was Warriors, Warriors, Warriors. And it's funny that people have lost so much faith in Steph Curry because he had 2 horrible games. But do we really think he's going to play that horribly for the next 2-3 games, however long this series lasts?
I don't know. You asked me this the other day, and I said, no way. But you know, everybody's saying he came out in the second half of Game 2, played really well. He's going to recover Game 3. He didn't do that. Came out in the fourth quarter, Game 3, shot the lights out. So everybody's assuming coming out in Game 4, he's got his shit together. I don't think so. He looked really defeated after that game. He, you know, kind of moped off the court. I'm a little worried about him.
And that emotion really shows on star players, in my opinion. And it happened to LeBron back when he was a rookie to the NBA final, not a rookie, but rookie to the final series when he played the Dallas Mavericks. It was the exact same thing. We saw him look defeated.
But they do have other options for the Warriors at this point, and I think one of them really needs to step up. And it's got to be Klay Thompson, because he's the only one that can score that many points in a game. You know, he put up over 30 in Game 2. It's got to be him, and honestly, I think if the Warriors do pull this out, he's going to end up with the MVP.
Now, I want to show you guys one more statistic, which I found to be very interesting. In Game 3, the winner of a series tied 1-1. 84% of the time, the winner of Game 3 goes on to win the title. Matt, do you think the Cavs are going to win this thing?
I think I do at this point. You know, I don't have a whole lot of faith in Steph Curry right now, and I think that I'm okay to say that. You know, the way LeBron's been playing, the way that even Delly's been shooting, forget his defense. He's been scoring. That's not his job to score, and he's been scoring points. 20 points out of him. I mean, that's big.
Right. And Game 4, okay, our biggest play here. We've got the spread, we've got totals, we've got money line. What do you think is our safest bet here?
Safest bet? There is no safe bet in this game, but I'm taking the Cavs
totally
on the money
unpredictable.
Line. Definitely Cavs on the money line for me.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
I love the total. I know that sounds so crazy, but in the consensus on our website, it's 50-50 on both sides, but I love the over here. I mean, we haven't seen a really big offensive game since Game 1. It went into overtime, and I think this is the game. I think this is the game where both teams show up, they shoot the lights out, they have a lot of fun with it. The Warriors finally look comfortable. The total's at 193 right now, and that just seems like too low for me.
It is a little bit low, but I guess I'm against the grain here. I don't I don't think that this series is going to have a game where everybody just shoots the lights out at this point. I think that we're going to see some rough outings from the offense on both sides.
All right, I guess we'll find out. We'll watch and see.
That we will.
All right, guys, we'll catch you Game 4. Keep it locked right here with us.